Have you ever thought about going into the world of film and like
I've thought about
making a full movie? Like
yeah,
2 hours, 3
I think
hours?
about it all the time.
Yeah.
I think about it all the time. I would love to make a movie.
What would it be?
I don't know. Like, so basically, it's really hard to get into the world of film. It's almost like a completely different industry. Like they have their own things. They have unions. You really have to work your way up. You got to start at, a guy who's just helping carrying the lighting to a guy who's then in charge of the lighting, that kind of thing. But what a lot of I've seen like really popular directors do in Hollywood is they'll write a script and then they'll finance their own movie. They make that movie. A studio buys the rights to that movie and the script, and then they'll get that director to remake it with a much bigger budget. So really the lesson in that is just go create whatever it is you want to create, and then hopefully it will lead to better things. Sometimes you reshoot the entire movie. Like Wes Anderson's a really famous director. That's what happened with his first movie. Okay. Shot a movie with Luke and Owen Wilson, who were no names at the time. Studio bought it, and they recreated the exact same movie with those two actors, same director, and now he's like Wow. So I'd love to do that. It's definitely very, very different from what I do. Like we're talking sets of like hundreds of people.
Yeah.
But yeah, eventually I'd like to do a movie. It would be cool, or like a limited series or something. Yeah.
Do you have a director or somebody that you look up to? Like we're a huge Christopher Nolan guy.
Yeah, huge Christopher Nolan fan.
Yeah.
Just watched Oppenheimer. Yeah. Unbelievable.
I want to see that. Like I haven't watched it yet. But
unbelievable. Unbelievable movie. I love Christopher Nolan. I love Wes Anderson's like super niche. Like he does a very like specific type of directing, but he's unreal. Quentin Tarantino obviously makes tons of great movies. Steven Spielberg, guys like that. But there's also like a lot of, sometimes I'll look at the director of photography as well and realize, okay, I actually really like the way he shoots stuff. Like the way this movie looks is a lot to do with him. And then you look across his movies and they all have a similar feel to it. And you're like, okay, I really like that director of photography. So Roger Deakins is a really famous director of photography who's incredible. And the guy who shot the new Batman movie. With Robert Pattinson. He's incredible as well.
Also a great movie.
Yeah, great movie.
Great movie.
Have you guys ever seen the Grand Budapest Hotel?
Unbelievable movie. Unbelievable movie.
The way that movie is shot?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So that's Wes Anderson. So that's the like specific, everything's super symmetrical and like quirky. Yeah. Everything's very pastel color. He's like a very specific movie. But he's really successful and he's fun to watch for sure.
Awesome. When you watch these movies, are you breaking down the shots or are you enjoying the movie?
I'd say like
a movie night with your wife. Are you like sitting there? You're like, "Yo, pause the screen."
Yeah.
Did you see how like, a drone comes in under the bridge?
I would say, yeah, I am a lot. Like before I got into it, not at all. I just get so absorbed with the experience, and I still say, now I'm fully absorbed in the experience. But there's certain shots where I'm like, how did they? Oh, there's a light there. Oh, like, there's a new show. Or kind of new, called Euphoria.
Yep.
And the lighting in that is really, really amazing. Yeah. So I'm looking at each thing, and that is one that I actually like analyzed. And it's super cool because if you actually look into it, you can see what they're doing. Like as close as a guy driving a car, you're like, well, how do they have him lit in the car? Yeah. They just put like an LED panel light above where the like dashboard would be, and they have him lit up. And then okay, they're in a superstore, but all the like lights are red. How do they do that? You can just see all the tube lights that they have, and they're just switched to red. So it's cool once you start breaking it down, and that's it's one of my favorite things to do, honestly, because you can go. A lot of times, I'll watch a movie and I love it, and I'll go on YouTube and I'll see a cinematography breakdown of that movie, how they did each shot, and that's super interesting to watch. Yeah, I love doing that.
You're actually like studying the craft.
You're watching film.
Watching film. Watching film.
Quite literally.
Yeah, and it's so fun. It's so fascinating because they all do it in such creative ways to get these shots, and it's just little tidbits that you can take away to use in your own toolbox. So it's super super fascinating to see how they do things for sure.